Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking out this video. It's your girl LB. Welcome to my channel, Watch With Me LB, where I give you fun, fresh, and funny rants, reviews, and recaps on my favorite movies and TV shows. There's Blue Girl. I know you wasn't gonna miss this one, girl. We gotta talk about Beauty and Black, girl. And you sat there with me, Bluesy, and you watched me holler at that computer, laptop, and TV screen for 8 episodes, baby. Listen, have y'all watched this? Comment down below and let me know if y'all watched this or if y'all watching the recap so you don't have to watch it. Either way, your choice. So I went into season 2, part 1 with a clear understanding and knowledge that everybody in this show has a traumatic brain injury. That is how I'm able to get through the show and understand things are not supposed to connect. Things are gonna repeat. Things are gonna be asked 97 times consecutively. That means one after another, okay? When you understand that and that's your foundation, you can go forward and enjoy your time in the Bellery cinematic universe. Baby, without further ado, we are right back at it, okay? Horus Bellery is in the hospital, baby, because he is about to die. Do you understand what I'm saying? That man his whole life is in shambles. He is deteriorating, and I just don't know how long that he has and what he's gonna be able to do, and he doesn't know that either, right? So what he's doing is, because Kimmy has been his down bottom, she just been rolling with him, and she could, he could trust her. He said, you know what? I'm gonna marry you, girl. No prenup. Ain't no prenup. I'm about to die, girl. Everything gonna go to you. You gonna be CEOCOOGOO, girl. Go past go and collect $200 million, girl. You are rich now, Kimmy, okay? That's what you need to know and understand. We know Kimmy is confused at all times. She said, listen, girl, you and your sister Sylvie, thank God we don't have to ask where Sylvie at no more. We can put eyes on Sylvie, thank God. Because, girl, I was tired, girl. I said, Sylvie, girl, if you don't come here right now, baby, I'm not even gonna be able to take it no more, okay? We got Sylvie, we got Rain, we got Kimmy, and we got Angel sometime part-time. Angel on a part-time basis. He just be doing stuff, child. We'll talk about him in a second. But anyway, they all gonna live at the Bellery big house. The big house on the end of the private road in Horus Bellery's private dwellings, all right? They're gonna have everything they need. They're gonna have a butler, access to cars. They're gonna have credit cards with no limit. You could do what you want to do, girl, but what you gotta do is take care of business first. You understand what I'm saying? We gotta get these motherfuckers out of here. Literally, all the other people with traumatic brain injuries, they gotta go. So Horus tell Kimmy that he don't trust nobody, including Attorney Vney, because we know Attorney Vney been playing both sides. He don't have no backbone. Literally, I don't know how that man is standing up, okay? Exactly, Blue. Thank you. Blue clocked it too. Horus tell Kimmy, I have another legal firm that double checks everything that Vney tells me since I can't trust him. So instead of firing Vney and getting a new attorney, he just keeps him on and then has to pay more money to hire 3 extra attorneys to check to make sure that the man that he could literally just fire is not lying to him. That's how I know that man got money for real. Horus is announcing to the family while he at the hospital that Kimmy is his new wife, that she is now in charge, that she is all their bosses, okay? I'm not sure where the board of directors was. I don't know. Maybe they are the board of directors. I don't know, child. But he didn't have to run that past nobody. It just is what it is. Shut up about it. So Kimmy go out to the family and say, dang, I'm your boss now. Now, speaking of Attorney Vney, you know Attorney Vney is sleeping with Charles Bellery, the youngest Bellery's son, and that's an undercover situation. We don't want nobody to know about that, okay? So the thing with that is, need Vney to stand up. That's all I'm saying. Like, I just really feel like if you 6'4", big chocolate drop, fine as that man is, I just really am sad that he just walking around with like no skeletal structure. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just being propped up by his nice ass suits and his shoes and stuff. Maybe he got like a yardstick up the back of his shirt or something to keep him upright. Because when I tell you, people just be talking to this man crazy. Is this like a indentured servitude type of situation and they didn't tell us nothing? Because I don't understand why they keep him there and then why he stay there. They'd be calling Vney everything but a child of God. And he just be like, yes, all right. I'm going to get right on it, master. Yes, sir. Oh boy, I'm gonna get Vney, please. So whenever Vney talked to Charles, he called Charles' name 52 times in a 50-second conversation. Charles, are you taking it serious? Charles, are you at your brother's house? Charles, are you standing up? Charles, are you sitting down? Charles, you know I love you. Charles, do you love me? Hey! day, I was like, listen, Charles is a memorable enough character to where I will remember his name. You don't have to call him every time you in a room with him. Every time anybody in a room with anybody else, they gotta, Roy, you ain't shit. Roy, you piece of shit. Roy, you don't know shit. I'm about to go ahead and talk about the other Bellery brother, you know, Horus brother, I can't remember his name, and then that crazy ass mama of them boys. I'm not talking about Debbie Morgan, and I'm not talking about Mr. Richard Lawson, okay? I'm not talking about the OGs. I'm talking about their characters. I'm about to cuss them smooth out. I just wanted to differentiate before we move forward so you can know I'm not being disrespectful. I will never disrespect my elders. With that being said, I want both them old ass people to die. They so aggravating. I mean, I guess I remember when Olivia put the man, he told the man to get in the bag. That was funny to me. And I know later on, Darren, what's his name? Lamont, what's that man's name? Norman. Olivia and Norman both got to go. Everybody in the family meet over there at Roy and Mallory house, okay? So they got to figure out a plan how to get this bitch Kimmy out of there. They don't want this lady that they all had used and abused in their own special way to be in charge of them, right? So they meet over there with Attorney Vney. Attorney Vney come in the room and say, listen, I'm sorry I was late to the meeting. He wanted to add 3 different prostitutes in the will that he had. He wanted me to arrange. Hey, bro, you volunteered that information. What you doing? Now pause. Let me say this. Mallory had me giggling down this. Mallory have something going on with her olfactory senses. Like something about that girl nose, baby. She do not like smells. You need to wash with cleanse before you get in that lady presence. Because if you wash with anything else, or God forbid you don't wash at all, she gonna read your ass down to the ground, Lord. Mallory had me giggling. That lady nuts. Now, Attorney Vney tell the family that Horus done diluted their shares in the company and took 10% of their shares from them to give to the downtrodden youth that he is now supporting in his mansion and with his coins. So now in the midst of Vney telling Roy that he done lost like buku money from shares or whatever, him and Jules go in the garage to have a private conversation. Roy telling Jules how, you know, I know you put Kimmy in his bed, talking about his daddy bed, and that he the reason that all of this is happening because he set Roy up. And instead of him being like trying to figure out how he gonna get his money or like what he gonna do, he tell Jules, well, listen, I'm down a bitch. I need a new bitch. Go over there to that strip club. That got to be the only strip club. I'm telling you, they don't have nowhere else to go. Go over there to that one strip club in the universe and go get me a new hoe that I could, you know, use and abuse, because he, you know, he a dope fiend and he's like obviously mentally unstable, you know what I'm saying? So now, you know, Horus is obsessed with Angel, okay? And so Angel is boy, listen, if I'm Angel, I'm leaving. I'm gonna try to figure out how I could separate myself from literally everybody I ever met in my whole ass life. Absolutely and totally confused. And also, he needs to leave that baby mama alone, for real. That lady don't like you. And I still don't know if he actually has a son. Have we ever seen that baby? I mean, I feel like maybe we did, but every time he be like, I just want to see my son. Hello? Son? Hello? Gone. I don't know where that baby is. Somebody needs to call CPS on them people. What's also important to know is that each issue from each episode will be played out by the same group of characters no less than 2 times. Kimmy and Sophie and Rain finally get over there to the big house, okay? And they pull up and they meet the head butler, James. They are very excited to be there, and Sophie says, is this real? Okay, I didn't know how old that baby was, okay? Because in the beginning of the thing, I felt like she was like 14, 15, 16, like in that little age range. Child, and I'm jumping ahead a little bit. She a senior in high school. She about to go to college, I think. Because they was like, I'm trying to get her out of here. She got to go to college. And I'm like, hello? I didn't understand that. Anyway, Kimmy had an attitude about the whole thing because she don't trust none of the situation that's going on, right? No tea, no shade to Mr. Horus' house. That thing was giving like Haunted Mansion kind of vibes. Like, it just... I feel like a ghost was gonna pop out the toilet or something. I don't know. Attorney Vney over there calling for Charles 52 times. Charles treat him like shit and he must be turned on by that. There must be like a kink. So they end up having sex. And then when Vney getting ready to leave, Roy end up over there at Charles' house and end up seeing that Attorney Vney and Charles have been having sex. So then Roy make Attorney Vney go into the garage and yell at the top of his lungs that he's Roy's bitch. And I was like, we could just fight. Like, I'm the one with the law degree, 3-4 inches on you, got a good 40-50 pounds. Let's do it. That's the thing I was confused about. Wouldn't make me your bitch. I literally got all your business in a expandable file folder in my trunk of my car. Like, what are we talking about? Like, you not leveraged on me. And I know it was like supposed to emasculate attorney Vney, but again, I was like, bro, you don't want to stand up? Boy who does not like his wife, Roy goes straight over to Mallory to go kiki that his brother is sleeping with their family attorney. Why? What you told her that for? I don't know. Like, it's like, you don't like us, so what you worried about it? I forgot to tell y'all, they have somebody named Lakeland. And Lakeland was in the back of a car that Kimmy stole to go get her sister. So, you know, they got that judge that was like setting the people up with Jules. Like, if you came in his court and Jules arrested you, then you was gonna be let go, but then Jules was gonna put you out there on the street and put you in a club. Like, that judge that's always scared of Horus. For some reason, I don't know, child. He go over there by Horus because Horus want to let him know that he knows that he been working for Lakeland and Jules. So then he called this other man that's like the father, like that was his father-in-law, that the Lakeland man. And so he said, listen, if you scratch my back, I'm gonna scratch your back, and I need you to get somebody to blame for this Lakeland thing, because they thinking that it's Kimmy me. That's how they end up getting Angel. Angel gonna be the fall guy per usual. So they have this other girl that used to work at the club. Her name Felicia. So Mallory paid Felicia to get information from her about Kimmy, because Mallory is still mad that this lady had got sex trafficked and her husband is a criminal. Instead of, you know, handling her husband, she want to have beef with Kimmy, who literally didn't have nothing to do with the whole situation. So this is when Mallory get the information that Jules is a pimp and he been running girls out the club. So they got Angel over there in the jailhouse. And for some, like, I don't understand like the rules, regulations, policies, and procedures that these institutions have in this show. Because Jules, who I thought was no longer a police officer, literally just be walking around the jailhouse willy-nilly. Like, he don't have no badge. People don't question why he there. He get to question the prisoners. His cops, who are police officers, right? Not correctional officers. They have free reign of this prison too, because Officer Alex and Officer Traxon, they officers of the law on a police force. That's a whole separate entity from correctional officers. So why do the police? Traumatic brain injury. Jules and Officer Traxon, who was another one of Jules' goons, go over there to intimidate Angel at the jailhouse. Jules threatens Angel with his baby mama and son. I don't even remember why, so let me just go ahead and move past that. Kimmy and Rain, they going shopping because Kimmy needs suits to go to the office. They in this little boutique, baby. It's giving casual corner. And then they decide to go to the bank to see how much money is in their account. And then all of a sudden, they got Gucci bags and Louis bags. And I said, pause. You wasn't in Gucci and Louis. You was literally in casual corner just now. But once again, don't worry about it. It's $1.3 million in the check-ins and $1.3 million in the savings, and Kimmy have access to all that money. Baby, that would change my life. Lord, I see what you did for this lady with this traumatic brain injury, and I'm just asking that you do a little bit of tap of that for me, Lord. Well, Kimmy find out that Angel is in jail. Horus has ordered the person who stole the car to be killed to cover up for the fact that Kimmy stole the car in the first place, child, whatever. Well, they let Angel out of jail, and he at the bus stop going to catch the bus. And then some, you know, jump out boys come and do a drive-by and then shoot like 4 to 5 people who all laying on top of Angel, and it looks like Angel is dead because he laying on the ground like this. Angel is a goddamn cockroach, all right? They done tortured him. They done stabbed him, they done shot him in the thing. He done fell off a cliff. He fell in a volcano, child. Angel gonna be fine. He gonna be all right. Horus in this small ass hospital bed with no rails, then nobody coming to check on him. Every time he talk, it's not funny. Y'all gotta stop laughing. Every time Horus talk, he be like, hello. Did you kill that motherfucker? I'm like, bro, I thought you had prostate cancer. I was like, you could have said he had lung cancer the way he acted. He'd be like, oh, fuck. Did you get that motherfucker? I told you to do it and you ain't never done it. It don't look like you gonna last long. They ain't even give you no good ass hospital bed. Why you not in hospice? Like what you conducting murder hits for and you on your deathbed? You not concerned with where you gonna go to the top or the bottom? You just... So here come Mallory. She in there with Jules, who by the by is conducting all his business in a hallway of the jail, in the jail penal code system. Well, y'all, why y'all, where you at, bro? Like, I don't understand why you at the, all right, you know what I'm thinking? So they got a scene where Norman go over there to see Horus in that tiny ass hospital bed, okay? And Horus, you know, his eyes come. I said, sir, listen, we are not at Universal Studios Fright Night or Horror Holidays or whatever that's called, where the people be jumping out at you when you walk into down the highway and stuff. I said, bro, is this like a part of the plan or what? I don't know. But Horus in the bed and Norman come in there and say, don't laugh when I tell you this. You know, I always looked up to you. Daddy loved you more than he loved me. He used to tell me go fuck myself, and he just took you shopping, and he just told me to get the fuck out his face, and I just couldn't bear the fact that I look up to you, man. And I'm like, huh? What? Like, I thought y'all hated each other y'all whole life, but then you sitting up in here talking about I looked up to you. So I was like, is this like a game? Like, you trying to play me and Horus? Like, you trying to make us both look crazy? Because what was the point of this? And the scenes last 45 minutes, bro. I swear. I watched this entire thing in 1.5x speed, and I'm not playing. Like, everything takes so long in this show. I had to put it on 1.5x speed, and I'm not even joking. Look at that. 1.5x speed, baby. And then you thought they was moving normal, huh? No, they're not. No, they're not. Oh, get your sister. Come on, Herschel. What's his name? Horus? Come on, man. Go ahead. It was just taking so long. But I said, listen, you gotta move different when you have a traumatic brain injury. It don't be just on the same time, and let them people do what they do with their little TBIs, okay? So Attorney Vney and Charles are on the phone, and Attorney Vney got that yardstick up his back to keep him upright, girl, because he just keep talking about how he loved Charles so much, and he don't know what he gonna do now that Roy know that he is gay. Whenever Vney tell Charles that he love him, Charles tell him basically to go to hell. And then Mallory come in and force that man to take her to dinner. Now, after Kimmy and Rain and them left the boutique with all their Gucci and Louis and Fendi and Prada, okay, Kimmy came out of there. They will not let this girl get out of a coat. I know it's supposed to be wintertime. What they at, Michigan? I don't know where these people at. I know it's supposed to be the wintertime and it's cold. Nobody else got a coat on, really. Give me a little tiny little Thumbelina type. They be having her in these big ass, thick ass coats, boy. I'm like, y'all must have, that baby must need a little iron infusion. She must need, you know, she must be cold and stuff. Because that girl came out of there with all the things she could have got in the world. She got a white shirt with some little bows going down. And then, child, I look and some of the bows was missing, girl. I was like, are they glued on? I don't know what's going on. Rain has decided that she done come up on some money and some power and some clout and stuff that she want to go run the club that she was trafficked through because, I don't know why, child. So she got to go find Dega and Body and make them pay for what they did to her, injecting her with, like, you know, I don't know, silicone or shellac. I don't know, child. She make Alex take her to the club. Now, when she talking to Alex, she called him Jappa nigga. Now, I was like, oh, bitch, that's, that shit wasn't, and she told him konnichiwa. Like, I was like, ooh, girl, Jesus Christ. Now, I know they don't trust Alex because Alex worked for Jules, but Alex, he want them to trust him because he said he want to get out, and he up under Jules' thumb too, and that it's a whole thing, so they don't really trust Alex. So they like who mean to Alex right now. But I personally think Alex gonna end up hitting one of the draws. But maybe Rain, I don't know, child. It don't matter. It don't matter. So Norman take his old ass over there by the judge house, and his wife interrupting their dinner. And the man leave, and then the house blow up. He done killed the judge and his wife because the judge was a loose end, I guess. So Attorney Vney over there at dinner with Mallory, and Mallory said, you know, everybody know you're gay now, huh? Because Roy was gonna go over there and tell everybody he was sleeping with Charles. They going back and forth about how Attorney Vney not comfortable saying that he's gay because everybody in the family is crazy ass homophobic assholes, which, you know, I get that, child. And then who come over there but Olivia, okay? Now, when Olivia come over the first time and she like tips, so she come over there and say, Attorney Vney, what are you gonna do to help the family? You know, you done set the marriage up with Horus and this girl Kimmy, and you helping him dilute the shares. So I need to know what you gonna do to help the family, because everybody know he playing both sides. Like, he worked for Horus, but they also want him to work for them. But why would they? Hey, now you're an all-star. Okay, just let it go. She cussed Mallory out. She cussed Vney out. She said, you see that young motherfucker over there? He gonna take me home. I don't need you to take me home. So then Mallory and Attorney Vney getting ready to leave. And here she go and standing in the vestibule with a cup and her titties hanging out and a bra loose and shit. And she like, deck the halls with balls of holly. Like, she drunk all of a sudden. I said, girl, what? And she like being loud and commenting these people dining room. Hey, come here, girl. You know you need to come over here and see me. I don't need to see you. Olivia, girl, I know you got some ginkgo biloba you got to take now, girl. You got to go home. This is too late for you to be outside, girl. This is not safe. You need to go home and rest yourself. So she tell Mallory to ski down. And that's one of my favorite old-timey words. You might not know this about me. I am really trying hard to get old-timey words used more frequently, okay? That's why I say shenanigans, I say kerfuffle, I say fisticuffs, I say smorgasbord, and I say ski-daddle all the time. So when that lady told Mallory to ski-daddle, bitch, I say, yeah. Yeah, Miss Olivia, girl, you better tell that girl to ski-daddle. I said, Olivia, girl, I'm okay, Bluesy. I'm okay. I said, Olivia, girl, you got to chill. She was so loud and calming in that lobby of that restaurant. You gonna drive her all the way to Indiana. That lady was funny, boy. I was joked out at Miss Olivia in this little restaurant, girl. That lady was crazy. And then they finally get Miss Olivia drunk ass in the house, and she in there trying to fuck Vney. Listen, ma'am, please, okay, please. Vney was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know where to go. Sir, listen, so Mallory come in there and say, girl, go put your pajamas on and go take your midnight Centrum Silvers, girl, and go to bed, okay? So she had to come save Vney from getting sexually assaulted by Miss Olivia, girl. So Alex still taking Rain to the club, and he get a phone call from the other little bald head officer that's still in the hallway of the jail. This man been in this hallway for 48 hours straight. He called Alex and said, yeah, you with Kimmy? And Alex said, no, I'm by myself. And so they start talking or whatever. He trying to find out where Body and Dega at for Rain, who listening because he on the speakerphone, because he trying to get them to trust him. Yeah, guess what? Angel dead. He was like, well, what happened? Then the bald-headed police officer that won't leave the jail asked Alex, yeah, you with Kimmy and Rain? And he was like, yeah. I'm telling you, bro, it's like 30 seconds apart. Like, he had just asked the man if he was with them people, and he was like, no. 30 seconds later, he asked them the same question, and he was like, yeah, I'm with him. What's up? What? Traumatic. You don't be worried about it. I ain't gonna worry about it. It's gonna be fine. Not Charles' drunk ass. I'm confused why he would ever go back to this club. The last time he went to the club, somebody set him up, stole his car, and they thought he was dead. He right back in the same club, sitting in the same motherfucking seat he was sitting in the last time he got set up. Listen, sir. When you have money like y'all say y'all have, you have options. Like, you don't even have to go to the same little ragged ass club. I know it's dusty. I know for sure the food not even good. If the baddies ain't at the club, that's fine. But at least have some good ass wings. He don't never get no wings. He just be over there drinking brown liquor, looking stupid, looking like a duck, just waiting to get set up. Of course, one of the dudes that work at the strip club and one of the security guards, who I don't even know who them people are, and it really don't matter, look at Charles and was like, you know what? I could take his ass. I could like flirt with him and give him a little book of sugar, get him drunk, take him back to the house, do what I gotta do, you heard me? And then we could set him up because I know he got boo-boo money. And that's literally exactly what happened. So it's been 4 episodes and Rain's still trying to get to the club, okay? She finally gets to the goddamn club, and that's when she want to call Kimmy and tell Kimmy that Angel dead. That Alex told her Angel dead, and Kimmy, of course, freaks out because that's literally what Kimmy do. I was just glad she took that goddamn coat off, okay? That girl was walking around that goddamn vestibule with that thick-ass coat and them small-ass bows, and it was wild to me. I'm like, girl, y'all don't have no central heating in that house? Rain said, girl, listen, I'm so sorry to tell you that. Just don't freak out. I know the dude that we've been running with was killed, And Horus, oh, I forgot to take it. She told Kimmy that Horus gave the word to kill Angel. I know I told you this very stressful situation and you already got high anxiety, but just chill, girl. Take a breath and don't say nothing. I'm like 4 hours away. Let me get back to the house and then we're going to talk about what I just told you instead of me telling you that when I was in your face. I'd rather tell you on the phone and then make you wait while I know you're going to freak out at X, Y, and Z. So in the middle of the midnight hour, okay, just keep this in mind, okay, they had just showed us this lady pulling up after riding in a car for 72 hours. At this same time, Horus at the hospital and the doctor come in the midnight hour and tell him he got 2 weeks to live. Horus is like, I want to fight to live. They don't have nothing you could do about it. Is there anything we can do? Is that my last? The lady said, well, yeah, we tried to tell you about these juices and berries you could go get at this alternative medicine place, but you had told us to go to hell when you had first came in here. And he was like, I want to know about the juices and berries. I want to talk to the juices and berries coalition of people that can help me. So now he going to get him some juices and berries, okay? So Kimmy go in there, wake Sylvia up, told her to pack a bag, all that. So Sylvia said, what the fuck is going on? Like, we living in this nice ass house with this man and he dying, but you the wife. I'm not going nowhere with you unless you tell me what's really going on. Kimmy tell her all the information and stuff. Now, Rain got to drive 92 hours back to the house when they ain't do nothing. They got to the club and literally turned around and went back home. So now they want us to think that Horus is declining mentally and physically, right? So Angel get up from the ground where they shot him down. So he go over there to the hospital to see Horus. Horus wake up from his sleep and he see Angel and say, are you an angel? I must be in heaven because you dead and I thought you was dead and I must have died. And I thought, Angel like, fuck you talking about? So then Angel and Horus get going back and forth. Oh, so you told them to kill me? And then Horus said, no, I ain't telling them to kill you. And then he said, well, who told them to kill me? And then Horus was like, I told them to kill Did I stutter, nigga? Like, what? Listen. Do y'all know I can see you? Like, So now back over there by Kimmy. Rain don't understand why Kimmy's so upset that the man that she done put all her eggs in the basket of done killed their friend. Because Rain is confused. Like, girl, just calm down. I know our friend did, but I mean, like, you overreacting. They get in the car and they driving down the way. And they got another car coming in the opposite direction, or skirt around each other. And then they go off like on the side of the road. And then all of a sudden, Horus has enough time and energy, okay, and gusto, you heard me, to get out of the car, come around to Kimmy car, stand in the headlights and say, going somewhere, Kimmy? Come on, man. They was coming back to the house to go see about Kimmy them. Rain go back to the club because she's still trying to find Digger and Body. She don't know that Body dead. So she see Felicia over there and Felicia dingy ass tell her that Body dead. She don't really care. It don't really matter. But she do meet this new other little young stripper that's in the club that's going to get her ass injected with silicone from Home Depot too. And Digger at the same motel that Rain got her ass injected in. She over there at the You Can Stay Motel, okay? And she gonna get the new little stripper that's gonna get her ass injected with silicone to take her over there with her. Rain and Alex get to the You Can Stay Motel with this lady, and then here come Rain in the room with Shake Shake. I have forgot to tell you Shake Shake. Shake Shake is the new Body, because you know Body dead. Hey, Maddie girl, Maddie back. T.S. Madison is back as Digger girl, and Rain coming in and say, oh, bitch, you put all that stuff in my body, I almost died or whatever. And then they get to scrapping. So Alex ended up killing Digger because Digger had pointed a gun at at Rain, shot Shake Shake and the little assistant in the room. So now there's 3 dead bodies in the You Can Stay Motel, child. Now over there at the house, Kimmy's still walking around the house fully dressed in a coat. Do you hear me? She got a coat on with riding boots at 4 o'clock in the morning. So Horus give her a little book, a little pamphlet, a little, how-to manual about the company and how it run and everything, because now we got to get in gear, babe. We got to get our brain focused on being the CEO. You need to learn how the company run, because they're going to try to get you. Roy was at the strip club because that's the only place anybody could go, okay? He was at the strip club and he got, he was back there having sex with some of the strippers and doing cocaine and getting drunk and stuff. So he got it on his mind that he gonna go over there and fuck with Kimmy at the house, at the big house, okay? So he's sneaking around like a goddamn burglar in the backyard, and the security come out and get him. And he don't want to leave because, you know, Roy is belligerent and he just think he big cash money shit. And he literally get beat up every time he do anything. Like Kimmy's small ass push him out the window. I don't know why that man so bigoted the way he is, because he literally lose every fight that he be in. The security come and get him, and they call Kimmy out there and Horus, who get lots of, you know, strength and courage and wisdom, like in the Irie child. And they come out there and they beat him up. Somebody said something about, I wouldn't piss on you if you was dying, or something like that. And then Horus, who has prostate cancer. Usually, prostate cancer usually impacts your ability to urinate the way that you need to, but it's a miracle, girl. When I tell you Horus pissed on his son that was laying on the ground. But when we pan away and we see Roy looked like he was on Splash Mountain, bitch. Like he looked like he was like dripping, sopped up, gooped up with pee. I'm talking about it was a puddle the size of like a 4-year-old on the ground. And I said, sir, was this like pee that you had in reserve? Is that like how it was working? Because I was like, did the whole group y'all piss on the man? I don't know what was happening, child. It was just a lot of urination going on. And I was confused, babe. I was like, why is it so much of it though? It just was like an excess of urine, and I ain't like it. After he pissed on his son, he don't go get in the shower. He go in them same pissy pajamas and go get right back in the bed. And Kimmy still got this fucking coat on. Didn't nothing piss me off in this show like this goddamn coat, cause girl, let's BFFR. I said, girl, please, give it a rest. Give it a rest. It's the next day, and it's time for Kimmy to go into the office. Horus done emailed everybody, even though he not the CEO no more, but he still could tell the people what to do, okay? He emailed everybody and said, get your ass down to the office building. Kimmy gonna make her grand entrance as the CEO, COO, GOO of Beauty and Black Enterprises, okay? So Roy, don't take a bath. Right, he comes to the house, take his clothes off that his daddy pissed on him in, and then put pajamas on and then get in the bed. So then when Valerie go over there, she said, why they got piss ass clothes on the floor? And Roy said, that's my father's piss. I bust out laughing, because girl, you would have had to torture that information out of me, because what? And then Mallory was like, are you telling me you had one of your whores piss on you, you nasty bastard? You know what? Don't even. So it just so happens that today is also the day that Horus is going to go to Argentina or wherever the hell to go get him some natural juices and berries to cure this prostate that just, you know, ebbs and flows in his life, child. So, all right. So he not going to be there with Kimmy. She got to go by herself. Give Angel a really expensive watch because he obsessed with this little young boy. And he give Angel a black car and tell him to ball out. All of a sudden, Angel is very rude to people and just calling James the butler nigga. And I ain't like that. I don't like how they be treating the help in this show. Horus has asked this girl, are you ready? Every 15 minutes. She not ready yet because you had just gave her the damn company platform manifesto booklet, sir. Are you ready? Are you ready? Come on, man. Jesus. It's morning time over there by Charles' house. And he done let this man that he done cocaine with that he met at the strip club stay over at his house. Okay. Prior to them knocking boots the night before, Vney had came over there and embarrassed himself again because he don't want Charles to sleep with nobody else because he loves Charles. And Charles told him to get the fuck out his face, like for the 17th time, and Vney just won't stand up. But this morning, dude, all of a sudden, Vney got it on his mind. See that man from the strip club in there snooping around the house. And he said, man, if you don't get your fucking ass out of here, and he throw the man out the house. Pause. Where'd that come from? What's going on? Vney, you got a traumatic brain injury too, bro, but I don't understand how yours is manifesting, I don't think. So everybody over there at the big house having breakfast, and then in come Mallory. Okay, she done left her pissed husband at the house and went over there to the big house. And for some reason, Mallory has decided that she gonna be nice, nasty to Kimmy instead of just being normal. Like, bitch, I don't like you. But the thing that I didn't like, and I was like, Mallory, girl, you can kiss my ass, because she was talking about comparing a house that is old and heavy and large or whatever. And then she look at Rain, who was a dark-skinned girly, and say dark. And I was like, Mallory, bitch, don't play no colorist stuff around here, bitch. I can't stand that shit. So then Kimmy put her out the house, and then she go to the car, you know, to get driven back to the place, right? And so the driver said, you know, where to? And then Mallory get really upset. Nigga, if you don't know my schedule, then you don't need to be my fucking driver. Oh, you stink. You smell like you want to be alone. Get in this fucking car. Get in this fucking car and put your head out the window and roll the window down. You know Mallory, that girl knows be tripping. She don't like that shit. She very sensitive to smells, girl. Back over there by Charles' house, the setup is happening. So 3 dudes come in the house and they, you know, trying to do whatever. And they end up fighting and scrapping, and Charles got them hands. And so he end up beating up on them. And then all of a sudden, Charles pull a blicky and shoot and murder all 3 of them in the goddamn vestibule of the house. Now he got 3 bodies on him, all because he wanted to do booger sugar with a stripper from the club. And he was caked up with the dude too. They was like snuggling in bed and taking a nap. I said, sir, if you're gonna do something strange with the appropriate amount of boundaries. You don't be caked up with no do something strange participant. That ain't how that go. This man Horus is on a plane calling, bothering that girl Kimmy, asking her if she ready. No, it's 6:45 a.m. in the morning. She not there yet. It's girl, calm down. Horus, shit. Go focus on your wellness journey, sir. Kimmy getting dressed to go to the office. So Sylvie want to go over there to see the horses, and Rain don't want to go over there. So Angel decides to take her to the stables. While they walking over there, Angel got an attitude for no reason. And so he leave her over there, but she end up meeting the stable boy, Glenn. And so as soon as she meet Glenn, they end up fucking in the barnyard on the top of some hay and stuff. So Rain, when she went to go check over there on Sylvie, she thought that the little boy Glenn was raping Sylvie. So she take a pitchfork and push his ass out the window. He fall face first on the ground. It escalated quickly. One more little nitpicky thing, okay? Every time they go to the office, it blows my mind how they don't have no computers on the desk. Everybody literally just be writing with a pen on paper. I said, listen, you're not about to sit in my face and tell me this is a technology-free company. You're not gonna sit in my face and tell me you don't need to jump on the Teams call on a Zoom meet. You just literally writing things out, bitch. What is it, in triplicate? What, you got a carbon copy paper with the first page white, the second page yellow, the third page pink? You could get a fake computer. It don't have to be branded. You could just show me the monitor and a monitor and a keyboard. They don't have no technology in this whole ass office, child. Nobody have security cameras. Everybody pulling up. Okay, Mallory go to her office and attorney Vney there. Mallory come in looking like the Hamburglar, like going to a funeral. Just all black with a black coat and the black glasses and a big ass hat, and it just was a lot, okay? Take her bracelets off, then the leather gloves, and then she said shit, something about something, and then she said she immediately put the gloves back on, put the bracelets on, put the hat back on, and walked back out to the office. I said, girl, what you went in there for? You just wanted Attorney Vney to see your fingertips or something? Girl, what was that for? So Kimmy finally get there. She done made everybody wait, and she get there, and Mallory got that goddamn hat on and that coat looking like a Cincinnati pimp, girl. And I said, Mallory, please calm down. Okay, Mallory trying to be nice, nasty, and said, let's join you in the conference room or something. And Kimmy said, join you? I'm here to lead you. I said, hell yeah. Yeah, Kimmy, girl. Mallory said, yes, this is Kimmy. She's going to be our new COO. And then Kimmy said, no, how you doing? I'm Mrs. Valerie. I'll be your new COO. I said, hell yeah, put some respect on your name. Every time they tried to play Kimmy played them back. And I said, we could have skipped all that other bullshit in the middle. Give me this. So Angel done got his black card. He go spend boo-boo money, and he rude to everybody that he ever see. Hurry up, get this, pull that. I want 2 of those. So he go over there and go see his baby mama, okay? His baby mama was told that he was dead. So she freaking out when she see him at the door. He tried to give her money and, like, you know, try to put her and the baby on. He wanted to see that son. I don't know if that baby exists. I'm not sure if the baby exists for real. Because every time he come over there being normal, she act crazy with herself. You gotta leave. They said they was gonna kill you and they was gonna come kill me. Leave that lady alone, boy. Let the courts handle that. Now, Charles got 3 dead bodies on his hands. He calling everybody he know for help. I don't know why he called his brother asking for help. His brother ain't shit. I don't know what he called that man for. He can't do nothing. All Roy do is go, ain't that some shit? That's literally all he got to contribute to the whole, that's it. Ain't that some shit? I'm back over there at the headquarters. Kimmy, I want Roy to show me my office. So she make Roy go in the office with her. The scene with Kimmy in her office lasted about 45 minutes. Then Olivia came in there and she told Olivia to kiss her ass. And Olivia was like, girl, I'm the original bitch. And Kimmy was like, girl, please, I don't care. Get out, please. So then they finally came out and had the meeting. Kimmy boss hogged in the meeting too. She was like, these advertising dollars is being spent poorly. This advertising campaign is old and out of date. We're not giving money to this place. She done found out that the people was shell corporations to like launder money and not pay tax. She basically cut them off from the thing because she had really done her work. She was like, we could save 17%. We're gonna be debt free in 5 years. Then she go back to the office because she want to make Jules her bitch. And then every time he called her Kimmy, she slapped the shit out of him. He was trying to blackmail her. Kimmy know about his wife and daughter, and he got a son from a previous marriage who just happened to be the stable boy that was clapping cheeks with Sylvie. Speaking of the little boy, Alex get back over there to the house because Rain called Alex and told him to come help with this situation. Turned out the little boy not dead, so he said he was gonna take care of it. So child, to end all the shenanigans, Vney get back to Charles' house and find that Charles is cutting up the bodies of the 3 people that he murdered in his living room because he couldn't get a felony. So now they both went to the kitchen to go throw up because it was really gross. And then all of a sudden 3 cops come in, I guess, maybe. I don't know, child. They dressed like ice. Like they covered their face. They don't have no stuff. One of them got a goddamn duffel bag on, so it really don't look like it's the police. That's where the episode ends because it looked like they're about to get arrested for murder with them 3 people in the bag. All right. Child, this thing is exhausting, girl. I just, you know what? It's a fun time if you don't take it serious. Did you enjoy season 2, part 1? I also would appreciate it if somebody could remind me about this second part of the second season, child, because it just, you know. I'll talk to y'all in the comments, y'all. I'll talk to you later. Bye.